today, well, we're in a Passat 2.0 TDI wagon. More importantly, we're in France, or I am. And this is going to be maybe half a review on driving here and half a review driving this car. As you can see right now, I'm driving down what feels like a hallway in a house. This is a street here. This is what they call a street. It's pretty incredible, I must say. I'm sorry for the weird talking, but man, this is unlike anything I've ever experienced. All right, and as we get out on here to the main road, I'll be able to talk more about the car. Sorry, viewers, got to put these on because it's right around that time of day. And seeing is very important here. Doing maneuvers like this, I'm very thankful for the auto hold feature on the manual transmission VW. It'll hold you if you're on a hill, and as soon as you start to apply gas and let the clutch out to a certain extent, then it will make sure you don't roll back. Oh boy, this is interesting. All right, we're off, sort of. Now, engine. This is the 2-liter TDI Blue Motion. We're very familiar with this motor. We can get it on some cars in the US. And it's very torquey down low. It does run out of steam as you'd expect a diesel to at the top end by about 42 to 4,500, which is the top end in this car. Red line's just above 5. But by about 42 to 4,500, it's kind of out of steam. But once you do upshift, you get this big wallop of torque. A lot more than I was expecting. I haven't driven a diesel car in a long time, and especially not with a manual. But this is the way they do things out here, and you know what? I like it. Now this car has a lot of cool features. It's got radar cruise, which takes a ton of stress out of freeway or motorway driving, as they say here. Has an auto tailgate, has parking sensors all around the car, as well as a good backup camera. I will say though, driving this car in close quarters, that beeping can get annoying, but you can turn it off. Because in Europe, you will get into such close quarters with cars just driving on the street that the car will think you're trying to park it, and you're not. You're just trying to get through a street or a traffic jam. Now the size of this car is big. It actually, the way I have experienced it, it has more room in it than someone I know has a BMW X3, and this seems to have more room and actually be a bit longer while being close to the ground. So what do we think about the steering? Well, it's good. It's good. It feels like it has a pretty quick rack considering the kind of car it is. There's not a ton of feel, but it's okay. This isn't really a sports car. Now, the shifter quality is, it's good. It's not great. It's very direct. I'd never miss a shift. I know exactly what gear I'm in, but it's a little clunky, and not in a good way. It's a kind of a rubbery clunky. What we all want is that really mechanical feel. This doesn't feel like it. This feels toy-like. Clutch is very easy and predictable. It has a good grab point right at the middle. And the chassis, for the most part, you do feel the length of it in this car. Because it is a long car, but it is a good chassis. Everything's tight, and of course, being a Volkswagen, the fit and finish on the interior is fantastic. It's pretty much the best you're going to get in this price range. Now I'm here in Europe on vacation, and what this car has done is it's proved to be a Swiss Army knife. I mean, anything we've thrown at it. I mean, we've had to go do some light off-roading in it. We've had to go through impossibly narrow alleys in it. We've had to back up impossibly narrow alleys because we went the wrong way. We've had to pass people on the motorway, you know, drive down to the beach, and this is with 4 people's luggage and 4 full-grown people in it, and this thing has done everything. It really has not missed a beat and has never been confused. Let's see about that acceleration. There's all the torque, and it dies away a bit, but then you shift up, and there it is again. So it's interesting, coming from driving almost exclusively petrol-powered cars, never owned a diesel car, because in the petrol car, you're waiting for the RPMs to go up, 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 and then you get your power, and here you're waiting for them to go up so you can shift and then get your power. Europeans really have their roads down, I will say. If you're a driver, you need to get yourself to Europe and rent something with a manual and just go. You will not be disappointed. Oh yeah. All right, and those brakes. Oh, they're good. Better than I thought they'd be. So what do we think about the styling of this car? I think it's a very handsome wagon, to be honest. Clearly, if you look at sales numbers, in America we hate wagons. I don't, but as a country we do, and I really don't understand why. You take all that practicality that Americans are buying SUVs for, because let's face it, we're not buying them to go off-road, which is what an SUV is supposed to be for. We're buying them because, I don't know, because we like the look of them, because we like to sit up high, which that I don't understand either. And so wagons are sadly dying off in the US when they're probably the best, most functional all-around car you can get. If you get one with just a decent amount of power, I mean, this one doesn't have much, but it's adequate. It really is. If you get one with a manual and a decent engine, I mean, you have this car version of it's like an all-in-one device. I mean, you could put the seats down and sleep in this if you were camping. You have a decent amount of ground clearance, you're not scraping everywhere. You get to a back road, it's taut enough and has enough power to have fun. And you get to shift your own gears. I guess in conclusion, what this car makes me is a little sad, because I know that back in my home country, we're turning our backs on these types of cars and abandoning them when they are such a great asset to behold. Audi has already killed the A4 wagon by only offering some weird lifted version that they're calling the all-road, which isn't a real all-road anymore. And Mercedes has done the same thing by coming out with the GLA series. And I don't understand why, because we don't need to disguise a wagon as anything other than what it is, which is just a great vehicle. It's just a great all-around vehicle. So, 2016 Passat wagon diesel. Is it a sports car? No. But is it a very good car for whatever you want to do with it? Yes, very much so.